Pure consciousness, right? The most pure form is what is everything. Pure consciousness. You can't even do nothing with it, right? It's just, but you can do everything with it. That's crazy. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm bringing you a brand new series. I've been going through 75 hard, and if you're not familiar with what that is, link up to my initial takeoff video up here. I've been doing a lot more reading, and the book that I'm currently reading right now is called The 7 Spiritual Laws of Success by Deepak Chopra. What I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be making these videos to break down each law of success that he goes over in his book. And first, before diving into this, just gonna go over who Deepak Chopra is. So yeah, Deepak Chopra, the author of this book, also the author of Creating Affluence. I think this is where this book is kind of derivative from, where it's like the very core foundation of Creating Affluence is his main book. And he's also an alternative medicine advocate, according to Wikipedia. Basically, critics are saying that the books that he writes is a lot of gibberish and just ramble on and on. I think it's kind of interesting that any critic of anything will say that anybody's rambling. A critic of me will tell you that I'm always just saying the same stuff, that I'm rambling on about like, ooh, spirituality and ooh, laws of success and whatever, right? And it's like the same things over and over again. Your critics will always be saying the same things about the criticized, right? It's always the same concepts. The critics criticize the criticized. You know, it's like A, B, C. Critics criticize the criticized. What they're criticized about is all like, it's all a big circle, right? We all are upset about something the other person has or doesn't have. We have or don't have. That's basically it. But the message here, the things that you take out to help formulate yourself as a conducive self to society and to yourself, first yourself, and then, you know, your family, and you broaden out. Build yourself up to be the most true self is the message. And whatever you take out of it, out of like anything, whether you're learning from talking to a camera or the 7 spiritual laws of success, the message that you take out is the most important part. So critics are going to be critics. The message is there. You have to find the message for yourself. I can't tell you what the message is, but you can learn. So let me know what you think in the comments right now. Do you think that I'm just rambling on? Because I feel like most people do, but are you learning something? Tell me if you're learning a message from this. I'm really excited. This is one of these series that I'm actually really excited for because I see the goal in it, and I think this is a really, really big step for me and my channel right now. So I think completing this is going to be huge. So the 7 spiritual laws of success. First, success is really just a journey. It's not really a destination. You can't really say that this is when you become successful, like true, you know what I mean, on a very specific matter. Success can be obtained, you know, throughout your life, not specifically at one point in time. In order to think about these laws that we have to define success as a journey, not as a destination. We also have to define what a law is. Law is the process of unmanifest into manifest, seer into scenery, watcher into the watched. We got our definitions of laws and I say definitions, but we got an idea of what success and what laws are. Without further ado, we're going to start on the first law. First law of success, the law of pure potentiality. The first law of success, the law of pure potentiality. Law of pure potentiality. The source of all creation is pure consciousness. Pure potentiality, seeking expression from the unmanifest to the manifest. And when we realize that our true self is one of pure potentiality, we align with the power that manifests everything in the universe. So in the beginning, right? I say in the beginning as like I might know, but like in theory, right? In this whole concept of manifest and unmanifest, right? According to this study, there was not existence nor non-existence. The universe just was, right? There was no breathing. There was no feeling, there was no vibing or nothing, right? It was just this, right? It was just there was nothing more. It was pure consciousness, right? The most pure form is what is everything. Pure consciousness. Can't even do nothing with it, right? It's just, but you can do everything with it. That's crazy. With pure potentiality and pure consciousness, right? Everything has pure consciousness. I talk about it in a lot of my videos, a lot of the Alan Watts discussions that I do. Purusha versus Prakriti. Purusha is the source, right? It's consciousness. Even though you would say this table doesn't have consciousness in like the Western side of the world, it does have consciousness. It has a form. It has like, you know what I mean? It doesn't have feeling. We people have feelings, but like it has consciousness. You can feel it there, right? The table, it's there. I can see it. I can feel the energy of everything around me, right? I don't know. It's kind of weird. It's kind of hard to explain, but that is the idea behind it. And moving forward with this, we have the self, which is pure consciousness, right? And then you have objects which have pure consciousness in them, but are not pure conscious itself, if that makes sense, right? So you have self-referral, which is pure consciousness, right? You're referring to the self, the feeling of pure consciousness. And then you have object referral, which is this chair, a job, a set of keys, my finger, this body, objects, all objects. And when you refer to yourself to these objects, if you're saying, I am a server, or I am the manager, I am this, right? Well, it's hard to believe, but like if you weren't the manager, would you still be then? You know what I mean, right? Because if you're telling somebody, right, or if you're saying that this is who you are the manager of this restaurant, that's who you are, the manager of this restaurant. When you get fired, when you get let go, when you decide that is no longer, well, yeah, I mean, that's a whole separate side, but like, let's say unwillingly, you are no longer the manager, right? Now your whole self is shattered, right? Because you don't know who you are outside of the manager. Like if it's time for you to leave the company, or you do get let go, and 2 months down the line, you are able to let go. When you're able to do that, then you're aligning more with self-referral rather than an object referral, like of the job, or this body is even the harder one. Not relating to the fact that you are not this body, this skin suit, that pure consciousness does live in here. It's a little bit easier for some people to like, say that you are not your phone, but right now, it's hard not to. Like in today's day of age, it's hard not to relate yourself to Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, all these different things. It's hard not to relate yourself to this is who you are based off like the content you watch or the content you're producing too. It's very interesting the fact that like people can produce content and it not even be aligning with like who they are. It is who they are, but that's not the pure consciousness that lives inside them. So some ways that we can practice aligning more with pure consciousness or the self-referral, aligning more with that, the pure potentiality. Basically, there's 3 things that I would recommend. 1, start by meditating. Right now, I'm meditating 10 minutes a day. I've been pretty good about it. I'm practicing my meditation more often than not, but not to 100%. We're optimizing. But yes, meditation, being in complete silence with yourself, trying to watch your thoughts. Like I said, it's part of the law is the process of unmanifest to manifest. And we're watching our thoughts, seeing what thoughts are coming in and what we should do with them. What are we going to manifest more positive thoughts or more negative thoughts? Sitting in meditation, watching your thoughts, becoming the seer. Number 2 would be going out in nature, spending time outside. Right now in my goals of 75 hard, I'm required to do a 45-minute workout. A 45-minute workout is, for me, a lot of the time, 45 minutes walking outside. spending 45 minutes outside in the heat right now in Arizona. Mind you, it's beautiful. You would be surprised. Like I'm spending time out in the heat, and it's like, wow, I feel like I've never been out in the heat before. Like I truly believe like I've never stepped foot outside in Arizona sometimes. Wow, it's 100 degrees out? Like this is what 100 degrees feels like? It's really not even that bad. I'm experiencing it. I'm living in the moment. I might sweat a little bit. I'm gonna spend the first 10 minutes adjusting, and then the last 10 minutes adjusting back into my 78 degree house because I just spent 45 minutes outside enjoying it outside. So meditation, spending time in nature, and my final one that I'm gonna say is spending time in conversation, in philosophy, which I think personally, if you get in a good conversation or almost an argument as well, in a way, you get the opportunity to align with your true self by seeing so many other perspectives. If you are able to truly listen and not be like defensive against your position, conversation is amazing and you can just get lost, right? But I think it still more aligns with the silence in between. In the book, it talks about like the silence. Our silence in the world is very, very little, and we're so used to having that silence that like all these things we're pushing together and we're not giving ourselves time to have silence. Just constant go and constant sound and sensory information. So that is the first spiritual law of success according to Deepak Chopra. The second spiritual law of success is in the next video. Don't forget to subscribe. That way you know when I post the next video. That way you can keep up to date with these laws. I appreciate you getting to the end of this video. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions about this law specifically. If you want a copy of this book, I'll post a link down in the description. Don't forget to hit the like button, show your support, and we will see you in the next video. Hey, thank you for watching. Take care, stay different.